Hello, beautiful Hive community. Today, I would like to analyze the price chart of Hive because usually once a month or twice a month, I analyze the price chart of Hive, our ecosystem. Also, one of my Hive friends, Video Addiction, asked me last week about the price chart of Hive. That's why let's have a look today at the price chart of Hive. The current price is 44 cents, 0.06. This is the monthly time frame. I would say that we're very familiar with the price chart of Hive because I analyze it once a month or sometimes twice a month. So let me remind you that last year in October and November, the price skyrocketed. It hit its all-time high, and then a correction started because this correction to hit the whole cryptocurrency market like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on. So we're familiar with these candlesticks, we're familiar with this decline, then we had some kind of small consolidation earlier this year. The price tried to rebound, but in April we had this bearish engulfing, and actually we have such kind of bearish engulfings in the price charts of the other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and we used to talk about it, and we were able to spot this bearish engulfing during the first days of May. Then the correction intensified, and since then there has been a sequence of candlesticks with descending maximums, something similar to this sequence of descending maximums, and to some extent with descending minimums. So it confirms the bearish pressure or the bearish sentiment. However, if we inspect the last candlestick, or this is the monthly candlestick for the month of June, we have something similar to a long leg dodge. And this long leg dodge has, of course, a maximum below the previous ones, but its minimum is close to the level of the previous local low or minimum. That's why it confirms that at the moment the price is receiving some kind of support, because once again we have local lows at almost the same level, so we don't have this significant renewal of the local lows. And also we have a long leg dodge candlestick in the monthly chart, so it is a candlestick or a sign that the market is taking some kind of break. And I don't want to say that this is a bullish signal, but I want to underline that it is a sign that the bearish pressure is diminishing. We will see what will happen in the near future, but once again, this is a candlestick underlining that the bearish pressure at the moment is diminishing, and there are some kind of buyers or probably some kind of support here. Next, let's have a look at the weekly chart. Okay, this is the weekly chart. We're familiar with this cup and candlestick technical formation, cup and handle candlestick technical formation. The price was not able to rebound from the upper bound or from the upper level of this cup and handle candlestick formation. Instead, a breakout took place and the price has declined since then, and we're here. So we're again in this territory, and this to some extent invalidates the cup and handle candlestick or technical formation. Now, if we have a look at the last candlestick, so we had a local highs at the same level here, something similar to a double top. Then the price started declining, and it is still declining, but here we have something interesting. So last week a candlestick similar to a shooting star formed, so it has a very small bullish body and very tall upper shadow. Yes, this maximum of this candlestick is significantly above the previous ones and also above this one, so that was a nice small bullish signal, but we still have this small candlestick, I mean with very small body, and this is a sign that there are a lot of sellers here, or a lot of, let's say, there is a lot of resistance here, and that's why we have to be really very cautious. Of course, it's nice when we see such kind of rebounds or price increases, but this upper shadow indicates that there is a lot of resistance here. And interestingly, this resistance is coming probably from the upper line of this cup and handle candlestick formation, because the price skyrocketed, it almost hit this level, and then it started declining. But once again, yes, there is a lot of resistance here, but I'm really very happy to see that there is some kind of consolidation here or support, and we don't see this sequence of bearish candlesticks in the weekly chart with descending local highs and descending local lows. So to some extent, this is something positive. Probably the price is trying to stabilize here. Next, let's have a look at the daily chart. Okay, this is the daily chart. We have three moving averages. We still have, so this is the first one, the 30-day moving average, or for the period of 1 month, the 90-day moving average, or for the period of 1 quarter or 3 months, and then we have the 360 days moving average, or this is for the period of 1 year. Unfortunately, we have this bearish distribution of these moving averages, because at the bottom is the 30-day, then is the 90-day moving average, and then is the 1 year moving average, and the price seems to be below all three moving averages. We don't have this bullish sentiment that used to be here when the price was above all these three moving averages, and when the price when these moving averages, they had this bullish distribution, when at the top we had the 30-day moving average, in the middle we had the 90-day moving average, and then the 1 year moving average. So I want to underline that we don't have something really bullish here, but I'm really very happy to see that the price has started to test the moving averages, and we're not below these moving averages at the moment. We see that we're at the 30-day moving average. The price tried to surpass this moving average. It actually was able to surpass this moving average, but then it faced a lot of pressure at this 1 month, 1 quarter or 3 month moving average, and it started declining. Now let's see what happens in the near future, but at least it confirms, I mean, that when we see the price located at this or between these two moving averages and not below them like here, this is a confirmation that there is some kind of support here. The bulls are trying to support the price within this range or within this level. So of course this is something positive if we compare it with this decline here. But once again, I don't want to say that this is a clear or reliable bullish signal. I just want to underline that most technical patterns, they hint at some potential, let's say, support here. If we have a look at the 4-hour chart, this is the 4-hour chart. We had this consolidation here after this price decline. Actually, that was some kind of range, a double top, a double bottom. Then the price was not able to receive enough support here within the lower part of this range, and it has dropped below this, let's say, range. Now during this, or even this price rebound, the price hit the lower bound of this range, and it faced resistance here and here. Let's see what happens in the near future, but at the moment I just want to say that there is nothing really very bullish here. The only small positive sign that I see here is that this local high, if we switch to a 1-hour chart, is, let's say, at the level of the previous one, or probably slightly above the previous local high. So it seems that the bulls are trying to revert this bearish pressure. Let's wait and see what happens. So this is what I see in most of the major time frames. Once again, I don't see some really very bullish, solid bullish signals, but I want to highlight that it is really a small positive sign that we're, for example, at the 30-day moving average, and that in the rest of the major time frames, there are some initial signs pointing to potential, let's say, consolidation. So this is what I see according to the technical analysis. Now, if we have a look at some metrics relating to the fundamentals of HIVE ecosystem, let me show you a post that Penguin Pablo publishes. He publishes, or he or she or it, I don't know, publishes this HIVE-related statistics. So if we have a look at these metrics, we can see that the number actually of active users or the number of posts is declining, so it puts pressure on the price because we have, let's say, less activity on the blockchain. So this is a sign that less users use the HIVE ecosystem at the moment as a blogging ecosystem. But if we have a look at the number of transactions, it's relatively stable. So probably most people are just somehow using HIVE ecosystem instead of, let's say, blogging. They probably just write some comments or do some other things. But I want to say that the number of active bloggers is declining, so this is a negative sign in my view. And the next one is that the new accounts created, the number is relatively low. And I want to say once again that last year, for example, we had this really very active, let's say, HIVE ecosystem, and we had many new users last year, but it was mainly because of this NFT hype, in my view. And because of this NFT hype, Splinterlands was able to attract a lot of new customers or users last year, and it put really buying pressure on the price. So once again, the new entrants, because of Splinterlands and all this hype, in my view, this is just my point of view, really supported the price, and we had this spike last year. Is it possible to see something similar in the near future? I don't know. Definitely, if some kind of application or if something interesting happens in HIVE ecosystem and it attracts a lot of users and it increases the number of active users, I mean, this is the most important thing in my view for the price of HIVE. If we have more and more active users, then the price will definitely increase. So if something like this happens, or some event or something triggers this new or activity increase, then we will see a solid price increase. But if we don't see the number of active, for example, the number of active users increasing, and if we don't have some kind of new users, definitely we can see some kind of really interesting candlesticks or spikes in the price charts like this, when the price skyrockets or double for a day or two, but then it disappears, this buying pressure, and the price returns to its initial point. So yes, HIVE is, I want to underline that HIVE is relatively or not very liquid cryptocurrency, and some exchanges, on some exchanges it seems that people are manipulating the price within a short period of time. Some people make money on this probably, and that's why we have this relatively fast price increases, but they're relatively unstable in the long run. In order, in my view, to see some solid or stable price increase, we need to see the number of active users increasing, the number of new accounts increasing. Unfortunately, at the moment, these two components are missing. Another interesting account, Arkanch, who publishes on a regular basis some HIVE-related statistics. So let me show you his post. So this is how his posts, HIVE-related statistics post looks like. So this is the number of daily active users. Definitely the second half of last year was some kind of hype. Once again, I think it's because of Splinterlands and because of this NFT craze that took place last year. Now this craze or HIVE is declining, the number of daily active users is declining, so it puts pressure on the price of HIVE. So we see that the number of monthly active users is declining, so definitely it is not something really very positive for the price of HIVE in my view. And if we have the number of posts and comments, we're here. And in 2017, 2018, we had many more active bloggers, and definitely something could be improved now in order to return these active bloggers. Or I don't know, I just want to show my point of view that if the number of active users and the number of Splinterlands players, or if we don't see the user base, the HIVE user base increasing, I don't think that the price will easily skyrocket, because there is no trigger or driver for such kind of price increase. This is what I want to say. So this is the number of upvotes. The number of upvotes has halved for the last, let's say, 6 months or 1 year. This is the number of upvotes. I don't know, this is the number of daily transactions, so we see that the number is declining. So this is the second half or the end of 2021. So this is what I want to say. We need much more activity, we need many more users. Something should happen in order to trigger the next price increase, and if we have some positive events in the HIVE ecosystem, then we will see a sustainable price increase. If we don't have some positive events and the number of active users and the user base is shrinking, then definitely it will put pressure on the price, and this is just my point of view. So fellas, that's it for today. I just wanted to share my point of view on the price chart of HIVE, applying technical analysis. Also, I share my point of view relating to the metrics or fundamentals of HIVE. Please share your point of view as a comment below. Of course, I wish you a wonderful day, good luck in the financial markets, and HIVE on. Thank you for watching.